Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome into another episode of Titans Tube. It's your co-host. I'm Caleb. That is Justin in that little square
still Justin
to my right thing over there, over in Nashville. I'm in Denver. Thank you for watching. We're going to break down and give our thoughts on the upcoming game between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots, who are coming to Nissan Stadium to get their butt kicked. Am I right?
New England who? Am I right? What a
yeah,
joke.
That's a good one, Justin.
Franchise, right?
Yeah. Okay, before we get into the breakdown, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, hang10.com. Use the code TITANS2 for 10% off any order. They got awesome Titans Apparel. Justin's wearing the Mari Goda shirt. They got some new stuff coming out, on the reg, so go check them out. Also, Backyard Dog BBQ Sauce. Check out their GoFundMe page in the description below. And their merch. Go check them out. It's some good barbecue sauce. And then also, thank you.
Sauce got your tongue.
Special thank you to all of our patrons for the continued support this season. You guys are the real MVPs.
Yes. You're the real MVP, not Kevin Durant's mom.
Not Kevin Durant's mom. And also, if you want to listen to this episode as a podcast, you now can subscribe to Titans Tube on Apple and listen to every episode, just the audio, in your car, in your tub, in your bed, dead, in your grave. I don't care. Okay, Justin, Titans and Patriots.
Man,
I'm tossing it to you. Give me some info on this game.
Some info on this game. Well, Caleb, the New England Patriots are coming in surprisingly, not surprisingly, that was a joke, a 7-2 record. They are on a 6-game win streak. So this is a very hot New England Patriots team who has been stringing together some good wins. They've beaten teams like, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Green Bay Packers. I don't know who else. Those are two big ones, though. But they have losses to the Jacksonville Jaguars and Detroit Lions.
Oh, man.
So we can all laugh at them for that.
It was
lost
funny to the Jags. Don't know how that feels, losing to the Jags.
It's pretty good. It's pretty funny stuff.
It is pretty good.
But it's not funny. It's not funny anymore because they have certainly rebounded. September is long since past. So the New England Patriots, man, coming into Nashville. We're going to get to see Tom Brady, or I am. You're in Denver. Sorry, man. Going to get to see Tom Brady with my own two eyes, a man that I have not seen defeated in Nashville since 2002, another lifetime ago. Can we please get back in the win column against this team? It's going to be just as tough of a matchup as it's always been. This team beat us pretty badly in the playoffs last year, 35-14. But you know what? There's a lot of differences in this roster, but the Patriots' mentality is next man up. I mean, that team in the playoffs beat us with Dion Lewis. Welcome to the Titans, Dion Lewis. Rob Gronkowski, who I do think is not expected to play in this game, which would be a pretty big hit to them.
Correct. And, I know it has not been confirmed.
Amendola.
It has not been confirmed, but he's not expected to play at the time of this
I just saw a headline that he's likely to miss.
Likely.
And so I didn't even read the article. I just read headlines.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Yeah, Gronk might be out. Good for the Titans. Keep going. Amendola not on the team anymore.
So Danny Amendola's not on their team, but they have acquired, Josh Gordon, James White. What an incredible dual threat running back they have. So lots of weapons still. There's no reason for the Titans to feel any kind of confidence with our history against this team. So that's a little preview, Caleb. This is the last game the Patriots have before their bye week, so could they be overlooking us a little bit?
Hopefully.
Can we please cross our fingers that they're overlooking us? Probably not, because that's not what the Patriots do.
I mean, but if you're the Patriots, you're 7-2 right now. You would take 7-3 going into your bye week, right? I mean, the Patriots should just let us have this one. It would be nice of them. They ended our season last year in the playoffs, which was really mean because we had gotten our first playoff win in over a decade. So I think it would be very kind of Tom Brady, if he is truly the upstanding gentleman that he portrays himself as, to let the Titans win this one. But we don't need him to let us win because we're going to win on our own. Okay, let's get down into some of the actual breakdowns, offensive and defensive comparisons, which honestly they're probably pretty lopsided looking at them on paper. You said Tom Brady, Justin. You mentioned Tom Brady. Everyone knows Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. I'm just kidding. I don't hate Tom Brady. But anyways, the dude's having another great year, almost at 2,500 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. And it's funny because, you know, as I was going through the stats looking at their receivers and their weapons, you know, 3 games into the season when they lost to the Jags, everyone's like, oh, the Patriots don't have any weapons. They don't have any talent on their roster. All of a sudden they get Edelman back. They trade for Josh Gordon, and now it's like, holy crap. James White is their leading receiver with 60 catches, over 500 yards, and 6 touchdowns. And they got Gronk at number 2, Josh Gordon, Chris Hogan, and Julian Edelman all have over 300 yards receiving each and multiple touchdowns, minus Gronk, because he hasn't had a touchdown since week 1, but he's not playing, so we can disregard him. But everyone else has over 300 yards receiving. Edelman, who missed the first 4 games of the year, already has more than like our second leading receiver on the team. So what do you think our defense is going to have to do here? Our passing defense is pretty good as a whole. Do you think we're going to be able to stop Tom Brady?
It is.
And this,
you got to bench Malcolm Butler.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Don't bench Malcolm Butler. We need him to come out and have a huge turnaround game, but you know the Patriots are going to come after him. You know, it's surprising a little bit that the Titans do have the #1 scoring defense in the NFL. I don't think we have the top defense in the NFL. I don't think anybody actually thinks that. But this defense really, you know, tightens up in the red zone.
That's a good one.
They've allowed, I think, the least amount of touchdowns all year, so that's a huge deal. Probably the reason why we're #1 in scoring defense. But you know what? The Patriots, they don't care about what you're good at. I mean, they take what you're good at and make it look like the worst facet of your team. So the Patriots could very well go 5 for 5 in the red zone, scoring touchdowns, and put up over 40 points against us. That's totally in the Patriots' mold and chemistry and fabric of what they do to you, at least to me as a Titans fan, because I haven't seen us beat them in 15 years.
All right, I don't like where you're going with this. I don't like where you're going. Stop talking about the Patriots.
I'm sorry. I think what the Titans have to do, it's no secret how you beat Tom Brady, and it's the case with a lot of quarterbacks. You got to generate pressure. You got to get in Brady's face somehow, some way. The pass rush showed up in the second half last week against Dallas, but you know it's tough. Tom Brady is perfect in this system, and he's been in this system for decades. I mean, he gets the ball out quick. He recognizes any kind of blitzes. I mean, he's the ultimate preparer for a game. He's going to be prepared what you throw at him. But, I mean, we've seen in the past Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs, Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship. You got to get a pass rush on Brady, and that's how you're able to stop the team. Do you think our pass rush is good enough to do that?
Do I think our pass rush is good enough? I don't know. Our pass rush has been wildly inconsistent game in and game out, almost like half in and half out. One half they're non-existent. The next half we may do pretty decent. We had a pretty good game in Dallas with the pass rush, but I don't know, man. Tom Brady's really good at not taking sacks. I mean, he doesn't go down. He may get hit here and there, but he's very smart when it comes to throwing away the ball quickly or getting it out to his check down receivers. James White has doubled any other receiver in terms of reception production for them. So obviously, I know he looks for James White a lot because James White is almost a matchup trouble for anyone, like Dion Lewis is on our side. But he checks down a lot too, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands and avoid actually taking sacks. So I'm not going to rely on our pass rush here. I do want to ask you a question. You know, obviously everyone knows that Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler, as of last year, are former Patriots. Do you think that will help them at all going up against their former quarterback, a guy that they used to go up against in practice daily, or will it benefit Tom because he knows their strengths and weaknesses as defenders?
I was kind of going to flip it around, where I feel like it would almost give the Patriots more of an advantage. Tom Brady has been throwing against these guys in practice for the past several seasons, except for Logan Ryan last year because he was with us. So I think he knows their tendencies. He knows their what they're good at defensively, and how he can anticipate how they are going to play his receivers. And so I think they'll be able to take advantage of that. But I don't know. It could go both ways because I don't know. It's almost like a wash. But I feel like since Tom Brady is the ultimate preparer, he's so superior. His head is above everyone else in the game. He understands what's going on. I feel like he would be able to exploit Malcolm Butler and Logan Ryan more so than we'd be able to exploit him. I mean, there's just no guessing.
Well, pretty much everyone's been exploiting Malcolm Butler this season. I think I saw a stat Titans have given up 11 pass touchdowns on the season so far. Malcolm Butler is responsible for 7 of those against him. He got burned for 2 last week against Dallas. There are only 2 touchdowns, Amari Cooper, and then turned around against Allen Hurns. That's worrisome if he's going to be matched up at any time against Josh Gordon, because I feel like they just send Josh Gordon deep on every single play to clear the field out and then throw the ball to Gronk or Edelman or Hogan or James White. God, they got so many people. It's going to be a tough matchup. I would clearly give the Patriots the advantage here. It's going to be hard on our defense to generate a pass rush, to get Tom Brady on the ground, and then to stop their attack. I mean, it looks like they got it going already beginning of November here. They look like they're in postseason form, which is not good. Not good for the Titans.
No, not good. We need to get them back into preseason form.
Okay, what do you look at?
Which is probably still good enough to beat most teams.
Yeah,
but
probably. Anyway. Okay, flipping sides of the ball. Oh, what do you see? How do you see our offense going up against their defense?
Well, I guess this is kind of what my key to the game will be if we want to stay in this thing. I mean, we've got a. I don't know if this is the game where I want Matt LaFleur to come out with all the stops, with all the trickeration, with not one game plan, but maybe 3-4 different game plans, because the Patriots are going to probably take away your initial game plan. So you got to be ready to switch it up, and if something's not working, you got to be ready to come at them with something else. I think Dion Lewis is definitely an X factor in our offense now, and you got to be prepared for when, and probably not if, but probably when the Patriots take Dion Lewis out of the game. Really putting the ball on Mariota's shoulders to make some plays happen. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I mean, I don't know what to say, dude. I just don't know what to say. I don't know how to beat the Patriots. I've never seen the Titans beat the Patriots, like I've said since 15 years ago. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just lost. There's Titans, no way I can actually tell you how to beat the Patriots.
I know it's a tough algorithm to figure out. I mean, Titans are coming off probably their best offensive game of the year, and I would say Mariota's best game of the year. I mean, the dude completed 11 of 14 third downs himself. 2 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown rushing. Titans put up the most points they had all year with 28. So we're hot. We're coming into this game on a hot streak. Does that continue? I agree with you. I think the Patriots are going to be looking at shutting down Dion Lewis, and I kind of think another Patriot. He was on the Patriots team last year. Gashed us in that playoff game for tons of yards and touchdowns. So, but I think Belichick's going to be able to scheme to stop him. So I'm really looking for it. I kind of want to see Derrick Henry and Justin Fowler. Is this the game that Justin Fowler finally kind of gets worked into the rotation? I think it's to be huge for us to pound, to establish a run game and to dominate time of possession, just keeping Brady off the field. If we're not going to be able to get Brady on the field, then we got to keep him off the field. Does that make sense? We can't sack him, so we just leave him on. We'll just make him sit on the bench on the sideline.
Leave him on the sideline.
So I don't know. I still am confused with how LaFleur and Vrabel and all them are going to work and Fowler into the actual game plan. But they signed him for a reason, and I would assume that's to help Derrick Henry and our power run game, which has been non-existent. Everyone knows Dion Lewis is our main weapon, receiving and passing. He's like our James White, totally. Total copy of James White. So I'm expecting New England to try and scheme to shut him down and make us either beat us, make us beat them with our power running attack or Mariota with his arm. Because I don't think New England's going to respect our young receivers either, and I don't blame them, though they had a good showing last week.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. That's interesting, kind of playing into what I said about being prepared to change your game plan. I mean, if we go into this game trying to spread the ball around, using Dion Lewis, throwing screen passes, using a lot of spread concepts, and that's not working, maybe, like you said, bring in Justin Fowler, bring in Derrick Henry, try to run at them and hit them hard in the trenches, try to out-muscle them. Just do something that will switch it up. I mean, maybe, try some flea flicking, try some Kevin Byard to Dane Cruikshank, try to pull out some stops, some trickeration.
Do you think the Titans will pull out a trick play this week, whether it be on special teams or on offense?
Part of me wants to see that because I think we're going to have to do a little bit of that to win this game. I don't think we're going to be able to go into this game, execute our game plan from the first snap, and beat this team. That just doesn't happen. But again, going back to our win against Dallas, I think that in a way helps us not only to make this a must-win game for the Titans for our season to stay alive, but it kind of, in that same regard, it takes the pressure off. I think there's going to be a little pressure, not a lot of pressure for these Titans players to come out here and get a win so they can play a little looser. I think that'll help them for sure. But I think, and you shouldn't overlook any game in the NFL, but I think our season is going to ride on the 2 games after this. Going to Indianapolis and then to Houston. Those are the 2 big ones. After this game. Yes, it would be nice to get this win. I hope we play our 100% effort and all that. I want to see some new stuff from Matt LaFleur. I want to try to win this game. But again, the win against Dallas, it takes the pressure off a little bit. I guess.
What kind of world do we live in where it's okay for the Titans to overlook the Patriots in a game? But no, you're spot on. I mean, if we... You're right.
Yeah, that's probably dumb.
No. I mean, you're right. If we had lost, we talked about it before the Dallas game. If we had lost that Dallas game, the pressure on the Titans this week to get a win at home against a team like the Patriots would have been almost insurmountable. Looking ahead to 2 straight huge division games, getting that win at Dallas gives us a little more of a cushion. It's not a must-win game, and in fact, it's kind of okay if we drop it because, we're looking ahead. I don't want to drop it, and we're gonna win. So, I mean, that's disregard everything I just said.
I mean, yeah, it's.
But yeah, you're exactly right. We're in a good position. We're in a much better position than if we had lost to Dallas. It's not a do or die game here. We still are in solid place in our division with division games ahead. We haven't played the Colts yet, which is crazy. 10 weeks into the year.
That is crazy. It's so late in the season. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know. You might have frozen a little bit.
I think my connection is a little shoddy. Hopefully that connection with Mariota and receivers, though, is much better.
I mean, if there is a weak point to this Patriots team so far through 9 games, it is their defense. Total defense, they're ranked 28th. Now, I know they played the Kansas City Chiefs, who put up a ton of yards and points on them. Jacksonville torched them. So they've had a few lapses in games, which may account for that. But I think this is kind of a theme of Patriots teams of past. They don't really have standout defenses. It's just they get the job done, and then their offense just puts so much pressure on the other team to score points that it's hard to match. It's hard to match their pace when they're putting up so many points and just keeping your team's offense off the field. So they don't really have to rely on their defense to get stops like the Titans team does because we don't put up a lot of points. Points are hard to come by over here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, even if the defense completely breaks down and can't do anything like they did against the Chiefs. Chiefs have a great offense. You still have Tom Brady that can carry your entire team to put up 40-plus points. Yeah, to win a game. So yeah, they don't lean on their defense nearly as much as the Titans team.
We're going to be Titans are going to be welcoming back Jason McCourty to Nissan Stadium. Longtime Titans. He's finally on a good team. If there's anyone in the NFL who deserves to be on a good team through 10 seasons of their career, it's Jason McCourty. Man, he's had some rough luck. Played for the Titans during our lowest point as a franchise for 8 seasons, then went to Cleveland. What? So finally
and as soon as he leaves, I'm glad he got out of there. As soon as he leaves the Titans, that next season we make the playoffs. He's never been to the playoffs before.
Yeah, he hasn't.
That's
maybe this year.
It looks like it's going to change this year, though. You know what would be a complete nightmare scenario for Titans fans is if McCourty comes into this game and gets like 2 interceptions. Meanwhile, Malcolm Butler gets burned again for 2 more touchdowns. That was our cornerback we could have had for a much cheaper price, and we paid a lot of money for Malcolm Butler to not get burned like he's been getting burned this year. So let's keep our fingers crossed, knock on wood, that something like that doesn't happen. Because J-Rob would be looking bad.
Very bad. Titans fans would be. I don't know. Titans fans are in a happy little aura right now after our Monday night win over the Cowboys. So it's a very weekly feel with the Titans fan base. You lose and everyone wants to burn down the whole thing. You win and everyone's like, okay, cool. We can overlook the Patriots now. That's Titans fandom for you.
It's so up and down.
All right, Justin, you want to go into, you kind of already mentioned it, but keys and predictions for this game. Sorry, guys, we're a little bit short on time. The Monday Night Football trip to Dallas kind of put us behind in this week's vid, so we're going through this one quickly. Yeah. So, yeah, let's. You want to get right into keys and predictions here against the New England Patriots. What you see, man?
I'll just reiterate it again. If we definitely are coming out guns a-blazing and are really trying to win this game, which I think we should. But the big ones to me still are the Colts, Texans. And I know I'm just repeating myself now, but if we want to win this game, Matt LaFleur, we got to come into this game with multiple alternate game plans. You got to be prepared to come at them in different ways. Somehow catch Belichick's defense off guard, whether it's trick plays, whether it's changing up the personnel, trying out some new formations, different schemes, all those football terms. You just got to be ready for when the Patriots are throwing their punches and you can't get anything going on your side of the ball. You got to have the team ready to change it up, do something different. That's what I see here. And as always, going to pick the Titans to somehow pull off this win and bring home except for, I guess, the Jacksonville win and get in scenario last year, the biggest regular season win at home in the Mariota era would be this game against the Patriots.
Very nice.
It would be amazing. Oh, man, I just want to see Mariota beat Brady one time in his career before Brady retires when he's like 55. So I'm going to guess Titans win 26-24. Ryan Suckup doesn't miss any more chip shot field goals like he did last week against Dallas. That was discouraging, but I still got faith in our MVP, Ryan Suckup. I think we hold him off. 26-24, man.
I'm not going to call you crazy. I'm going to call you a beautiful person, and I want to give you a kiss for that, because I like hearing that.
Okay.
And I liked what you said. My keys are going to be pretty simple. After that Dallas game, we got to play a clean game here. I would like to say no turnovers, but I don't know if this Titans offense is capable of that. We almost had a disastrous first half against Dallas. Could have been down huge early. Props to our defense. Yeah. Kevin Byard getting some huge stops on our side of the ball, but the sloppy turnovers early. Patriots are incredible at capitalizing on other teams' mistakes. It happened last year in the playoffs. We got up 7-0, started making mistakes, and all of a sudden the Patriots are running away with the game. So I would like to see. I think if we can play a clean game, I think we'll be able to move the ball against this Patriots defense, control time of possession, keep Brady off the field. I liked what you said about having multiple game plans for LaFleur and Vrabel, because that's true. I think we're going to need to make smart adjustments, which the Titans haven't really been great at through the first half of the year. Looking at the Ravens game, the Ravens dominated us in the first half. We come out and it looks like we're doing the same thing. They just get 10 more sacks on us in the second half. Seemingly no adjustments were made. So yeah, that's going to be a huge key. How are we going to adjust to what the Patriots game plan is and what they're taking away? That's going to be key on the coaching staff. The Vrabel coaching, the Belichick coaching tree has never been great. Josh McDaniels didn't have a great stint. Patricia's having a hard time up in Detroit, though he beat his sensei. Vrabel here gets to host his former coach, Belichick. And people are saying Vrabel might be the best of the Belichick coaching tree. We'll see here. It's a big game for him, but I'm looking for a clean game from the Titans. No turnovers, control time of possession, and I think we're going to win a close one. I think we're going to shut down this offense with our underrated passing defense. Yeah, I know Malcolm Butler's been getting burned left and right. It's okay. He can get burned twice. That's only 14 points because we're going to win 17-14 on the Ryan Suckup field goal late in the fourth quarter.
Whoa. What about that, Brady?
Yeah,
only 2 touchdowns for you, sir.
Bold? I don't know.
I like your
have
faith
in our defense. I have faith, and I think our offense can put up 17 points. So that's all we need here.
Yeah, they got the momentum from last week. They're clicking.
It's
snapping, apparently.
Anyways, any last thoughts, Justin?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm just hyped. Hit me up if you guys are going to the game.
Justin will be at the game. I will not be at the game because I am in Colorado. For those who don't know, so I will be watching the game probably on an illegal NFL Reddit stream. Should I post that on the internet? Okay,
very good.
Anyways, we got a Madden challenge coming up. I am not playing Justin. Since Amy is such a big Patriots fan, we let Amy step in and play Justin in Madden this time. It's an exciting game. Who do you think is going to win that one?
Yeah, I'm just going to zip it on that part.
Zip it. Anyways, let us know in the comments what you think the Titans' keys are going to beat, or what keys we need to get done in order to beat the Patriots here. Let us know. Car keys. Port keys.
Your office keys.
Corgis. Corgis. Does that work? Corky's barbecue? No. Don't get Corky's barbecue. Yeah. Backyard Dog BBQ Sauce. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Corky sucks, dude. Okay.
Well, they just serve sauce.
Okay, get the barbecue from Corky's.
Barbecue. Yes. Get some Corky's, and then get some Backyard Dog sauce to put on the Corky's. It'll change your entire scope of what you thought was good tasting.
At what
food.
point do you think we should end the podcast? Now, or should we keep going?
I mean, I don't know. How's your Red Dead campaign going?
Oh, my Red Dead campaign. Dude, I actually made some progress last night. Finally was able to raid a few O'Driscoll camps. Those dang O'Driscoll bastards. Looted them all. Literally stripped them dry of their money. And so I've built up a little, a little base for me in my bank. I can pay off some bounties. Things are looking up in the Wild West. I'll say that.
Very nice. I'm proud. I'm proud of you for turning it around as a
I did get brutally mauled by a grizzly bear, and it was probably the most realistic mauling I've ever seen. I was like in shock for 5 minutes after because I just got destroyed.
Wait, so you have seen someone get mauled by a grizzly before, though?
No, I'm just saying
and it wasn't as realistic.
If I had to picture how it would look realistically, that is what it was. It was brutal. Yeah, I was bleeding everywhere.
It's a brutal game.
It's a brutal game. Okay, anyways, guys, subscribe, comment, whatever.
Go buy Red Dead 2, apparently. All right.
Go buy Red Dead Redemption 2, sponsor us.